to the Airhorn Reap. Wow, that's loud. That's a real air horn. 99 cents, Party City. You were listening to another awesome, amazing episode of the Fried Pod. Don't eat Tide Pods. Listen to the Fried Pod. And we got a jam-packed show today. I got another official rundown. All right, I'm a professional podcaster now. We're on the video. Also, don't adjust your camera. I am actually this tan. We'll talk about that in a second. We're going to talk about that. We're going to read your emails, your YouTube comments. We're going to give some hats away. Got this hat right here, my official John Reap hat. Looks like a baseball hat, JR logo. It comes flat. You can bend it. Once it's yours, you can do what you want with it. I don't care. But we're going to give away maybe 3 of those. 2, if not 3 of those. Because we did a contest called the, I think we're calling it Meme Me or Caption This. I'll let you guys decide. Also, before I get to this rundown, I got to walk around the room. I got to introduce you to my guests. Right here, my man, Sean Setzer. If you've listened to the podcast before, you may be familiar with Sean Setzer. You've been on 1, if not 2 podcasts. 2 episodes.
2 episodes.
2 episodes.
2 episodes.
A man with many nicknames. He's a legend in the Hickory area. I only get the best people from Hickory on the podcast. Sean Setzer, a.k.a. Fly Swatter, a.k.a. Sebastian, a.k.a. 33 and the Third. The list goes on. Am I forgetting any?
There's plenty more. There's plenty more, but we won't cover them all. I got secret ones too.
Okay. Well, as time goes on, I'll probably give you more.
You probably
I'm good
will.
at dishing out the nicknames. It's a skill I have.
It is a skill.
Also over here, my man Moose.
What's up, John?
Over here, he's over here fact checking me. I was on his podcast the other day. Came out yesterday, right?
Came out yesterday, yep.
What? Go ahead and plug yours real quick.
It's called Street Circle Drive. It's on The Mesh, where you can also find this podcast. TheMesh.tv. Check it out on all your favorite podcast platforms.
Boom. And if he looks familiar, you also saw him on the Hickory Live TV show, The Pilot, which we're still shopping around. He's in the band. He's the Moose and the Hairy Knuckle Boys.
That's right.
And yeah,
That's a good one. I like that.
That's yours. That one.
I made that up.
Wow, that's nice.
I was like, you can't just be Moose and Friends. That's not funny. We gotta come up with something. So I nicknamed them the Hairy Knuckle Boys.
Makes me want to put my knuckles.
Let me see your knuckles, Moose.
They're not even
There's
that
no
hairy.
hair at all on his knuckles.
No, I'll wax them.
But it's not you. It's the Hairy Knuckle Boys.
Right.
So the other guys
So the other guys are hairy knuckles.
potentially have
Right.
hairy knuckles. We don't know. Here's what we're talking about today. Got some new John's Journals. For those of you, maybe this is your first time watching and or listening. Oh, real quick, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share. 2 R's, 2 S's. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. I said rate, review, subscribe, and share. It's like a cheer. Do that if you would. We got emails. I'm going to read some emails. I'm going to read one email. I'm going to read your YouTube comments from the last episode. Down here at the bottom, you can leave a comment. And I'm going to read some comments from the last episode we did with Marcus Stamos was in here.
Wow.
Yeah.
The famous Marcus.
The famous Stamos.
That's a good get. It's a good get.
It's a good get. And just going to catch up with Sebastian over here. We're going to do John's Journals. We're going to read some new ones. And what I was having people do, Sebastian, was I got these old journals.
Oh.
From my high school days.
Oh.
This was from 1989, 90-ish.
Wow.
English class. The teacher made us, for the first 10 minutes of class, just come in and write down whatever you wanted. Keep a journal. Sometimes I'd write poems. Sometimes I'd just write what's in my brain. And when I didn't have a chance to finish all of them. So what I did last week in a couple episodes prior to this was I'd read one and I asked the listeners to finish it.
Wow.
And we got some good ones, man, on Instagram. My favorite one's on Instagram. I did it on Facebook too. But anyway, we're going to finish one and I'm going to read 2 new ones. Did you ever keep a journal?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got in trouble one time, and was that 8th grade? You said ninth
This
grade?
was 89. This would be my junior and senior year.
I had to write one in freshman year.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of funny to write, like I said that I lived in a cardboard box.
Well, it
It's
is
a true
kind of
story. I was very, very good writer.
Yeah.
Creative, wrote it all really nice, turned it in, and then I had some friends kind of add to it,
Yeah.
like tell the teacher, yeah, it's a great story. It's so sad that Sean's real life. Supposed to write about real life
So you just
experiences.
making up your
Yes.
life situation.
What I did to survive in the cardboard box and the cold nights and thinking about maybe my life in the future and all this.
Yeah.
Long. Had to be so many words. You remember you used to count the words and
Yeah.
you was like, I need 7 more words. And
Right.
yeah, so I did all that. But what was bad was they thought it was real.
That's great.
So they called my mother to the school.
Oh, no.
And what's that, DSS?
Yes.
Yes.
Department of Social Services.
And if you know my mother, she's like a saint anyway, and she's like, I think he may have pulled your leg just a tad. She had to
How
bring,
long did
she
you
had to
let
bring
that-
pictures of the house and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I probably never told you that, but you
No,
brought
I
them. You
never
said that
did.
journal. I was like,
I
oh
love
my
it.
gosh, yes.
Do you think you could get your hands on this journal, or is it
You know,
gone?
and I made there's people still talk about it because I said I had a superhero friend named Captain Cape.
Captain Cape.
Yeah, see, there's
I like
your
it.
yeah,
It
Captain
sounds great.
Cape. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my best friend at the time, he called me Captain Cape, and to this day, every birthday I get a message from him. We may not see each other for years. He'll send me a message, "Happy birthday, Captain Cape."
There's a new nickname, dude.
So there's another nickname.
Captain Cape.
We didn't get 2 minutes into this thing, and a new
A
nickname.
new nickname. I love it. That's
yeah.
going to be the name of this podcast.
So-
Episode 94, Captain
Cape.
Cape. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, I wrote a few like that,
So
but I
now
can't
what
wait to see.
happened? So DSS showed up,
Well, they took
Or
at the
they-
school. They brought her to the school and the counselor and all.
and she had to show pictures. No, it's not a cardboard box.
Yeah.
It's a house.
And
we got 4
I got
bedrooms.
into a lot of trouble over that, and
That's hilarious.
I was just being creative. I was wanting to be a writer.
I mean, if they're giving you the opportunity to be a free flow creative thinker,
Yeah.
I mean, how dare them doing
I
that?
don't know what grade you got on that, but it should have been an A++
Yes.
because it was so good that the teacher believed it.
It was great.
Boom. That's the logic I would have
Fantastic.
used. I said, "Mom, we got him. We got him."
I think I got a good grade. Maybe she felt sorry for me. Like,
That's funny. Well, these journals that I did,
Yeah.
sometimes I couldn't think of anything. And the teacher was like, some older lady. I know she didn't know popular music at the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would just start writing down lyrics to like a Guns N' Roses song.
oh,
And she didn't know that I didn't come up with it. So one time I just wrote again, to my ex-girlfriend back in the day, Dawn Eisenhower, "You happy you broke my dang heart?" I was writing. I
I
titled
wish we
this.
could pull a picture up of her.
It was just called Dawn. Start googling Dawn. She's on Dawn Smith. She's on Facebook.
Oh,
now.
here we go.
Just okay. So it's just called Dawn.
Dawn.
Right. And I wrote big block graffiti-looking letters at the top, colored it in real nice, Dawn, and it wrote the lyrics were, "She's got eyes of the bluest skies, and if they," and I wrote it. So she didn't know that those weren't lyrics to a song, and she handed it back to me. She's like, "John, I don't know if you know this, but this is really good writing. Have you thought about maybe getting into creative writing?"
wow.
like-
So she was trying to.
I was like, "I just came up with that, Miss Hoffman." Anyway, that's not what these are, though.
Okay,
these are actual
these are
ones that
meaningful.
I thought of.
yeah.
And again, a lot of them have to do with love.
No.
Because I did get my heart broken
Did you?
around this time.
Well, this is about Skateland time too, wasn't it? We still. No, it was just after.
This
Skateland.
after Skateland.
So you were. Well, you don't have
I
a
would have
lot
said this is around par golf and video cruising
Well,
time,
yes.
/ hanging out at the mall time. This would have been
TCBY
that.
yogurt.
Yeah,
time.
going to the old movie theater when it was Crown Cinema, and going to the white one and the brown one, just driving back and forth, just cruising for chicks,
Wow.
dude.
Yeah.
Around that time.
That time.
So anyway, this is going to be a great podcast.
I feel like it is.
I'm already having a good time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to read 2 new ones. You know what I should do? I'm going to do this first. I'm going to read the old one,
Okay.
and someone finish this. Okay. So this one does not have a name. I put it up on Instagram. It's called, well, it doesn't have a name, but I'll just read it for you, right? My life's like a circle that goes round and round. It has its ups, it has its downs. Sometimes I'm bored, sometimes I'm delighted. I show my feelings, I don't like to hide it. Don't keep it inside, it must come out. Put your face in a pillow and scream and shout. My life's like a line that doesn't quit. It's like a fuse that has been lit. I'm going to go off and hurt someone. That's just how it is. I don't know what I was thinking, where I was going with it.
You write that today, and they're going to have you.
I would be
Homeland
jail.
Security.
Yes, that's right. FBI would come to my house, but I didn't finish it. So I thought, like, I'd like to hear how the listeners would finish this, and I put it on Instagram. And I did this today before I got here. So this one I just posted today, like the actual picture of it. I scanned it, put it up on Instagram. So that's my handwriting. I scribbled out a line and then started over. But I thought, like, someone finished this, right? And there's 12 comments on Instagram. And my favorite one, I'll just read you my favorite one. This is the one who I'm picking as the winner. Like, he's not going to win anything. I'll tell you what.
You used air horn?
No, I got an idea.
Okay.
I got an idea. I just thought of this, Sebastian. Captain Cape. I got a lot of clothes that I'm about to donate to Goodwill. But why donate it? I'll just send it. I'm going to send this dude a pair of shorts, man. I got a pair of cargo shorts. They're like camouflage. They're gray and off like white and black camouflage pattern. This dude's going to get a pair. I hope you're a 34. So anyway, I'm going to read his ending to this point.
I can't wait.
All right. The last line that I wrote was, I'm going to go off and hurt someone, right? And then he continues that. My pen is a sword, my tongue is a gun. And if in life's circle I come back one more time, I'll shatter her heart the way she did mine.
Wow.
Dude, that's deep. J. Kelly Goolsby. Good job, Goolsby. You're getting a free pair of cargo shorts. That's pretty good, right? Okay, some other ones wrote, some guy just wrote the end.
The end.
There you go.
Yeah,
Funny.
That's funny.
One guy wrote, but if you're bigger than me, I'll hit and run. That rhymes. I like it. It's quick. Another guy wrote, hold my beer and get the camera. This is going to be fun. So, people rhymed it and they ended it. There's a bunch on there. If you want to go look at other people's endings, go to my Instagram page. It's just John Reep. Blue check, verified. Kind of a big deal. JONREEP. But let's read some new ones. You want to read some new ones? Are you excited?
Dramatic reading.
Like I told you, I was in love. All right. Had my heart broken.
Can you give us a name with this one or not?
It's all Dawn.
Oh. Dawn.
Well, it's Dawn, and then she broke up with me, right?
For who? Can we say it? Should we say it?
I don't know if it was for one specific dude.
Oh, a bunch of dudes.
I think it was all dudes.
All
I think
dudes
she
in
was
general.
just done with this dude. I think that's what it was. Yeah, it was devastating. Yeah, I'll give you details on that later. Yeah. I don't want to throw her under the bus too hard. But just know it's you, Dawn. Then after that, it was Anita Brendel, Tanya Sigmund. I fell in love with all these girls. Just you're young, you don't know what you're doing. It's like anyway. So this one is called "I Can Only Think of Her."
Oh,
God, I'm already crying. I can only think of her and her beautiful eyes. When other guys get near her, it's them I do despise. I love to touch her and hold her tight, but I don't think I treated her just right. And now she's gone and out of my life. I'm sorry. And now she's gone and my life is a blur. And when I stop and think, it's only of her. Ooh. Thank you, Dawn. You made me a creative person.
Wow.
But here's what's funny. I wrote down here trying to rhyme things. I wrote the word alert, Bert, cert, dirt, flirt, thinking of things that rhyme. Then I wrote down here, sane, gain, cane, lane, Maine. I spelled Maine, M-A-Y-N.
Nice.
Rain and vein. And then I spelled blur wrong. I spelled blur, B-L-E-E-R.
Blur.
See, I was not a smart person.
Yes.
So that one's finished.
You know, Eminem does the same thing with his lyrics.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he writes it all down like that. Keeps these little pages like this. So you're following.
So you're basically saying
You're right there at his level.
I'm like Eminem. I'm like a peanut Eminem, though,
Yeah,
because
you
I'm nutty.
You're nutty.
How, Captain Cape? So that one's done. We don't need you to finish that one. But this one, we're going to move on. This one's not a poem. By the way, how do you say that word? Poem. How do you say it?
Poem.
Yeah, that's how I say it.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, poem.
How do most people say it?
Poem.
Oh, it is a
Or
poem.
poem.
It is a poem.
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 I like to say poem. Anyway, this one's called, this is not a poem. It's not a poem. It's none of that. It's just a journal entry. A
This
day
is
in the
what was
life of me.
a day in the life of
I just
John
wrote
Reed.
a day in the life of John Reed. This one's, but I titled it Summertime. It's summertime. I thought I'd read you what summertime was like for me in 1989.
Oh,
Would you like to hear? By the way, I've not even finished reading this. I started reading here and thought, like, okay, I'm going to save that.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a real reaction.
this is real.
I don't even know how this is going to end. I'm a little worried, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to happen.
Now, don't redact anything like the Mueller report or anything. Read the whole thing.
Give me a Sharpie. All right. We're not live, are we? This is
No. No, never.
summertime. Okay. I love the summertime because I don't have to go to school. I get to be lazy. And because I like to go to the beach. Opening paragraph. 3 sentences.
Wow.
Let's continue. First of all, remember how you learned how to write it? First of all, comma. One of the reasons I like summer is that I don't have to go to school. Recapping the opening paragraph.
Always recap the intro. Great grammatical stuff.
And it takes up a line.
A whole line.
Adding to the word count.
That's right. First of all, one of the reasons I like summer is that I don't have to go to school. Summer is the time where school and work shouldn't be a problem because it gives you
Oh.
time to rest.
Run
There
on.
we go.
There's a run on.
Yeah, that's 100% right. Now, guess what the next paragraph starts with?
A recap of the last paragraph.
Secondly.
Secondly.
Yeah, I wrote first of all, first paragraph. Second paragraph.
Secondly,
Secondly,
comma.
comma. Summer is when you go to bed only when you get sleepy, and you wake up only when you want to. So summer is definitely a time to be lazy and enjoy the warm days.
Recap of paragraph 1.
Oh my God, this is great. All right, can you guess what the next paragraph starts with?
Thirdly.
It would if there were other things after it.
Oh,
Instead, it's going to be last.
lastly. Is this the final paragraph? Oh, that's great.
Well, you would think. I mean,
the added
this
one
is
after
why
that. It's like
I
a
didn't
P-
get an A in English class.
Yes.
Lastly, summer is also a time to get wild and crazy and party all the time. This is especially fun when you go to the beach with a couple of friends, which is exactly what my friend Andrew and I did this past summer. You know Andrew.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So now you would think that would be the last paragraph because it starts with the word lastly. Can you guess what the last paragraph starts with?
In conclusion,
Exactly right. You're getting a pair of photo shorts,
thank
buddy.
you. 34s? Thanks.
So in conclusion, I think summer is one of the times where you get to leave school, be lazy all day,
Sleep.
go to the beach, and have a wild time. Summertime.
That was a great cap up of the whole thing.
If this weren't such an expensive microphone, I would be dropping it right now.
It's amazing. You need to bring a microphone you can drop in here for that.
I don't want to grab it right now. That's great
That
stuff.
was amazing. I mean, thank God somebody discovered you.
Thank you, Sue Huffman, for forcing me to write something down every day.
Yes.
I mean, at the time, I was very aggravated with this stupid project. I hated it. I'm like, I don't know what to write. I know that I got to write first of all, secondly. Man. So, yeah, those don't need endings. That's just for your enjoyment. You know, you can have that. I don't think I'll scan it and post these. Maybe I'll post the. I can only think of hers just so you can see where I'm actually trying to come up with words that rhyme.
I think that would be
Yeah.
good.
All right. Now let's move on. That was good times. So, folks, if you want me to read your email, or if you have any questions for me on the Fried Podcast, Fried Pod, we like to say the Fried Pod, just email me. I'm going to read your email, especially if it's funny or interesting. This one, remember last week we had a girl named Heather Udi wrote in. She
Udi.
said, I didn't get a chance to meet you.
Did we figure out if it's Udi or Uday?
I got a follow up.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and she corrects me. She's sweet. All right, here we go. Sorry. Okay, so also just so you should know, the last episode where Marcus Stamos was on here, another man with many nicknames.
Yes.
He has a new nickname now. You know how we made business cards for Marcus Stamos?
I know we've put them all over 4 or 5 states and
Yeah, they're everywhere. You took some and put them in
Florida.
Florida.
I put them in South Carolina. I put them in every club.
I got
I'm going
pictures
to.
of Gary Busey holding them.
Gary Busey holds them.
Yeah.
Yes, that was awesome.
So he has a new nickname now, because we were talking about middle names. My middle name's David, Jonathan David Reap. What's your full name?
My full name?
Yeah.
Sean P. Setzer. Peace for perfection. I mean, Patrick.
Oh, Passion.
Passion. Patrick.
Okay. Poise. Oh, I see it. I see all of it. What do we?
It is Patrick because yeah.
Sean Patrick Setzer. There we go. He's out there if you're looking for him.
he's on all the sites.
So he told me Mark's said his middle name was Christian. Marcus Christian. And I just thought that sounded great. He goes, it sounds like a hair salon, like a beauty shop. So we went off on that tangent for a good 10 minutes, right? So this lady writes in, she goes, good morning, Christian America, which, okay, now you need to know this backstory. My dad wanted to name me Christian America Reap. That was going to be my full name.
Wow.
Mom stopped him. We went with Jonathan David Reap.
Thank goodness.
So she says, she starts this email. Good morning, Christian America. That's hilarious. She's laughing, laughy face. I listened to your podcast and was surprised and happy you read my email. Thanks. And yes, the Udi pronunciation, just remember, it rhymes with Rudy.
Oh.
So it rhymes with Rudy, which means her last name is Udi.
Gotcha.
Udi. There we go. Marcus Christian, and you were correct. So we got it right. Had to get home to these two amazing kiddos, but I wish I could have met you. So we were saying, she wrote me saying, like, I didn't get a chance to meet you. I had to leave. And we thought, we were making fun of her a little bit because it sounded like it was my fault that she didn't get a chance.
Oh.
When in actuality, I always stand outside and meet and greet and try to sell hats and T-shirts. Maybe I'll add cargo shorts to this in the future. But she had a chance. But she had to get home to her kids. And she posted it. She sent me a picture of her kids.
She did because she felt bad that
Yeah,
she
like
chose
it's
her
proof.
kids over you.
Yeah, well, I get that.
I can't give her any.
But she's wearing Panther stuff. She's at a Panther game.
Okay.
So there you go, Heather Udi. This might be a continuing segment where me and Udi just talk.
Maybe we need to do a call in.
She goes, I don't typically send emails, but I did this time. So have a great 4th. Heather from Fort Mill. P.S. The pool scene you should recreate is Will Ferrell old school. You're crazy, man. Remember that scene where he got shot with a dart?
Yeah.
So you saw the last... Go ahead.
Yeah, I saw the last pool scene.
Yeah. What are your thoughts there,
Well,
Sebastian?
Extremely attractive coming out of the pool.
Well, man, that's not what I did it for.
I thought you were trying to.
I'm not. I mean, I know I'm tanned, but that's not why I did it.
Yeah.
But thank you. Yeah. So I made a funny viral video. Well, I hope it goes viral. A video promoting my gig in Charlotte, and then I thought from there, what I need to do, since I got the summer off, basically I'm just going to be hanging out by the pool, is reenact famous pool scenes from different movies. And she said I should do that one. What'd she say? What I just told you. What was it? Oh, yeah. The old school, Will Ferrell and what's that dude's name? Oh, God, what's his name? The guy from, you know what I'm talking about. Good Lord. What is his name? Have you seen the movie Old School? All right, hang on. Stifler.
Yeah.
Stifler from,
I don't know his real name.
what's his name? Okay. Look up Stifler.
Stifler's mom.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking for the guy who...
Sean William Scott.
That's his name. Sean William Scott shoots Will Ferrell in the neck with a tranquilizer.
Yes.
And it's
I remember this.
slow motion goes brrr, and he jumps in the pool. So that's what she recommended. But I think the next one I'm going to do, and I need your help for this.
Wow.
Lewis, you're involved if you want to
Sure.
come. Christmas Vacation. Remember
This was one I was going to suggest.
Okay, good.
Christmas Vacation, my very favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
You can't when Chevy's looking out the.
Yes.
Right.
He's just standing there looking out the window,
Yes.
daydreaming about what his life would be if he had a pool in his backyard.
If he got his bonus,
He got his bonus,
bonus.
and he got the pool. That's right.
the pool.
And there's a chick with a red one piece on the diving board.
Yes.
That gets naked and throws the bathing suit at the window.
Yes.
So I'm gonna play. Well, first of all, it's cousin Eddie, who's on the diving board.
Yes.
And he got the wife beater on, and he's got Daisy Duke shorts. And
Yes.
he's got a whole towel, and he's just beating the water with the towel.
Yes.
And he throws a whole towel in the water.
Yeah.
I thought that was genius. I'm like, what idiot would do that? Like right away, you hate this guy. Yeah. You invite this dude over to your house, throws a whole towel in the water. What an idiot. Anyway, So his daydream, he sees Eddie at first doing all that, and he shakes it off, and then it's this hot chick.
Right.
So I'm going to play Chevy Chase. I'm going to play Eddie.
Okay.
And I'm going to play the hot chick.
I thought you were going to go there.
Well, who else is going to do it? It's not funny.
It's not.
Yeah, you got to make it funny.
You gotta
Me in a
One Piece?
me pretending to be the female is the funny part. Yeah, I'm going to red one piece.
You're going to run One Piece.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Is he still on? Red one piece.
Yeah.
I just kicked your camera. But then, if you remember how it ends, Chevy Chase is daydreaming. The bathing suit hits the window.
Yes.
And then that little girl walks in.
Yes.
She's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" That's going to be my mom.
Wow.
And she's going to catch me looking out the window and go like, "John, aren't you supposed to be in Myrtle Beach at the Carolina Comedy Club?" So I'm going to use it as promo.
Great.
Yeah.
I like
Or
it.
I'll have her say, "John, how come you're not working on the next Fried podcast?" You know,
Yeah.
I'll have her do different takes.
That'd be
So
good.
that's going to be the next one.
That'd be good. I like it.
Yeah. But if you have an idea or a suggestion for another famous pool scene, hit me up at johnreap@gmail.com. Before we move on, wait, let's see here. So we did the YouTube. Oh, so here's what we're going to do. I read the email. Now I'm going to read some YouTube comments. Last episode, people left comments. I'm going to read them. So this is the reward you get for leaving a comment, you know.
Are they all good?
I'm not reading all of them. I just picked two. But so funny, we just talked about this. Natalie Lentz, iconic pool scene, the one from Christmas Vacation, where Clark is daydreaming about the pool. Similar to Fast Times at Ridgemont High. 80s chick, what can I say? She goes, thrilled you have a podcast / YouTube show, and hope to see you again the next time you roll through Cleveland. Natalie Lentz, show less.
She told you to show less.
Guess so. Guess what's happening now?
Oh.
Guess who's showing more now? That's what you get. I just not read that part. I didn't notice that. Well, I'm still doing it.
There may be a
But
movie.
you can be in there. You don't have to get naked or anything. You can just like be dancing around the pool. You know.
Yeah.
Have you out? You know, just have you out there.
Okay.
Samantha Kingston. She wrote, John and Mark, the stadium is on the Catawba-Burke County line in Hickory. Love you, gentlemen. Keep the funny going. We talked about LP France Stadium. Did you know that baseball stadium is on the Burke and Catawba
It's split?
County line? Yeah.
Is it split like Carowinds where you can jump on North
Yeah,
Carolina and
yeah.
on South Carolina sometimes?
That's right. You could be in North and South Carolina at the
So
same
the question
time.
would be, where would you rather be? Burke County or Catawba County?
Well, let's do this. What part of the field do you think is Burke and what part is Catawba? See, to me, left field sounds like Burke.
It does to me.
They're just out there by themselves,
Yeah.
swatting gnats,
Yeah.
you know, looking for lightning bugs. That's what they're doing. I'm just kidding. I love you, Burke County. Don't get mad at me. Send me an email. Maybe I'll read it. Now we got to do this, dude. We've got to talk about the Caption This winners. Yeah. So I did a contest.
I've seen this.
Okay. Alan, can we pull up the picture and show everybody the picture that we did, the Caption This? Boom! Look at that, dude.
Man, that
Look
is
at Kayla's getting excited over there.
I'll tell you.
Now, do you want to talk about this picture for a minute, Captain Cape? What do you think? What do you think?
What do I
going
think's
on?
going on in this picture?
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely in front of a older home.
Yeah.
This could have looked like maybe Burke County. Is it? Was you
No. This is towards the beach.
This was toward the beach.
Yeah. This was actually at a beach.
At a beach.
Yeah.
So,
Moose, you got any?
Well, I like the double gold chain.
Boom.
That's
double
the
gold chain.
you can't hide money.
is that a herringbone and a Figaro, or just a double?
flat and a rope.
That's a rope and a herringbone.
Is that a bowl cut that is kind of growing out?
I don't know what. I've always had problems with my hairstyle.
Right.
First of all, I have problems with the color. Never really liked it to begin with. Secondly, it does whatever it wants, no matter what I do. I was wearing a hat probably earlier, right before this picture. But it's just me. I'm just walking back to the house. This is actually Fort Caswell.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
Fort Caswell.
Uh-oh.
So the famous John Reap was at the famous Baptist camp,
That's right. West Hickory Baptist Church.
West Hickory Baptist
Uh-huh.
Church at Fort Caswell. You know what they used to say about Fort Caswell?
What'd they say? Go ahead.
It said
Zoom in.
more souls were made than saved at Fort Caswell.
That's hilarious because you're talking about souls as in giving birth to, like, because someone got pregnant.
Yes.
That's what you mean.
Yes.
That
More souls
are
were made
than
than got saved at Fort Caswell.
And what do they say about gingers? We don't have souls.
souls.
This is full circle. This is deep,
I mean,
deep state
They
stuff.
probably brought you there to try to,
Even it out.
even it out. Get you all. So that's interesting. That's
Yeah, well,
I didn't
you're
know
not,
you went to Fort
I
Caswell.
did, I had good times.
Yeah, I bet.
At Fort Caswell.
I bet you did.
Yes. I got close with lots of things.
Yes.
The Lord and people.
Yes.
But yes, shirtless John. This is me without a spray tan. This is regular tan, and freckles galore. I'm walking back to our beach house that West Hickory Baptist had. We all stayed in this beach house, and I guess maybe I'm coming back from the beach, and I was whistling, and then someone with a camera goes, "Hey, John!" and I just turned around in mid whistle, and they snapped a picture. Because otherwise I wouldn't normally make that Zoolander blue steel face. I mean, that's me whistling. So, yeah. I said, caption this, meme me, and we got a lot of responses.
Okay.
What comes to your mind if you didn't know anything about that picture and you had to create something? I mean, I don't know. I don't want you to be mean. I know you're probably coming up with something mean right now.
No, it just to me looks like you know.
You can
Like
tell
you-
I'm whistling, though, right?
I didn't notice you were whistling. To be
Okay.
honest with you, at first.
It looked like you're saying "ooh,
Well,
I thought,
let me see if I can recreate that.
ooh."
Hang on, I'll take my shirt off. I'll do the
oh
whole
gosh.
thing. Hang on, ready? Is it close, Kayla? Yeah, I just got more hair on me. Oh yeah, don't adjust. This is real. These are real abs. These are real pecs. We're gonna get into this in a minute. I got a spray
That's-
tan the other day. I was offered something. I couldn't turn it down.
Yeah.
There's a place called Grafenblau Spa.
Yes.
And I've been there before to give my mama a massage. I didn't give her to
Oh, that
purchase
just
a
got
massage.
weird. Now I see the face. Face.
Yeah, it was a mother-son day.
Mother son
Yeah,
spa day.
yeah, she deserves to be pampered here and there.
She does.
So
I
I
would
took
go
her
with
to
you.
this spa, and ever since then, they've been like, "Hey, let us know if you want to come back in." Blah blah blah. And I noticed that she put on Facebook the other day, "Hey, models needed." Because we have now added spray tans to our resume of things that we do, and they wanted someone to practice on. Oh, so they just needed a human being to come in there so that, like, this new
Bodyguard.
person could do it. Yeah, and I said, "You got me at models needed." I mean, I'm basically an Instagram model.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
I know.
Right. So she goes, "Yeah, would you be interested in coming in?" I said, "Yeah, but only if we could do something funny and goofy about it, and if I can get my mother another massage."
Yes.
So I did this. I basically did all this for a free massage for my mom because I'm a good son, and I want to look tan. And I thought, well, why don't you go ahead and put abs on me? So they did.
Did they?
They darkened
that?
it here.
Yes.
Here and here. It
thought
looks
you
like
looked a lot
Sparta
more
from
attractive.
300. We'll show that video in a second.
I thought you looked a little.
But let's go ahead and give out some free hats. I got a lot of response on this caption this stuff. So I'm going to read them right now. Here we go. Caption this winners. On Facebook, how many people do you think that reached? I mean, I don't know, I might say it right there. I'll just tell you. 30,000 people.
30,000 people.
30,000 people in under a week that reached. Had 4,565 engagements. 719 people commented on it. And I chose the person with the most likes. Actually, I chose 2 people with the most likes. I'm going to give 3 hats away today. These are actually for the real JR hat right here. Okay, so number 1, a guy named Gene Murphy with 42 likes. His comment is, and he wrote it like this, in my Sir David Attenborough voice. Do you know who that is? Sir David Attenborough. He's the guy who he's an English commentator on nature films. I'll do my impression of him, and you'll know right away who it is. So I'm going to read it like Sir David Attenborough would. The young adult male southern redneck's hearing is acutely tuned to the sound of a can of Pabst Blue Ribbon being opened. We can now observe how he interacts with other members of his group and how long it takes one of them to holler, woo. So it's like it's like he's observing a gorilla in the wild and he's commentating it. I thought that was funny.
That's awesome. Now, this was a meme, right? Or
Caption this.
caption.
Meme me.
Okay.
Whatever. So he just commented on it.
Okay.
And that was his comment. Got 42 likes. So that got the most likes. So Gene Murphy, congratulations. You're on the team. You're on the JR team. The junior league. So you didn't know who David Attenborough was? Neither one of you?
Well,
After I pulled him up on Wiki, I was like, oh, no.
He's the guy he talks like this in an English accent. The next person, Carrie Beth Wilson Ramsey. Ooh, 4 names. Somebody's important. Carrie Beth Wilson Ramsey, all 4 of you are going to get a hat. Very excited. You're going to have to share it. 21 likes. She wrote, Playgirl Centerfold 1989. He enjoys NASCAR, playing air guitar, and the Cougars of Hickory.
The Cougars of
Enjoy, ladies. So, there you go. Get a free hat. Now, on Instagram, it got 645 likes, 150 comments. And with 30 likes, the winner was Branduni. Instagram people have the weirdest names. You can't just have a regular name on Instagram. You got to have numbers, underscores, names combined. It's Branduni, one word. Branduni. Okay. With 30 likes, this person writes, and this is my favorite one. This made me laugh harder than the rest of them because it's short, it's simple, and
Like
when you look at it, you get it right away. Ready? Stare at this picture as I say this. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Hickory. I love that one. Maybe it's like a Maybelline commercial.
Now, what you should do is you should take that and put it across the top and the bottom.
Maybe he's
graphics.
born with it. Maybe it's Hickory. You have to say Hickory so it
Like a lot of
times out
O's.
like Maybelline.
Yeah,
syllable
extra
wise.
syllables, which you're really good at. by the way.
Hickory. Yeah, you can work. That's how I read it. So that's my favorite one. Brandoni, congratulations, 30 likes. Coming in second, Woolsey Donnie with 7 likes. Just simply says, you want to see a ginger snap. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right.
That's not bad.
I will tell you this, though. Going forward, we're going to keep doing these because it's getting a lot of response and it's fun. I got tons of old school pictures like that. I could do this every episode. But moving forward, I want to give you a tip. If you really want to win this contest, it's about the most likes. So really, it's up to you. But if you really want to win, or if you want to make me laugh, if I see something about a hammy, it's right out the window. I'm like, no, that's not. No, thank you. I'm done with that. In fact, we should talk about the FaceTime I got from you,
yes,
dude.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, go ahead. So 4th of July, I'm hanging out by the pool.
Yep, 4th of July.
Unfortunately, you're not with me.
I'm not with you. I'm in Daytona, my place in Daytona.
That's right.
And I go out and set my tent up early, about 7 o'clock, because all the early birds are out there. So you're just randomly setting your tent up.
When you say tent,
Yeah, you can do tents in Florida. We don't do Myrtle Beach anymore. 'cause-
when you when I think of a tent, I'm talking full on enclosed tent. You mean just like
you
a
go
top?
to canopy. Do
Yeah,
canopies.
canopy. Gotcha. Okay.
You know, some people's bringing lawn furniture and the whole bit and setting up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can get grills under there. You can get fancy stuff down
Yeah.
there.
Well, Fort Lauderdale, 4th of July, it's got to be amazing, and you probably will need a canopy.
You will need-
with all the
and-
shrapnel coming at you.
Yes. So we set the tent up. I went back up to the condo, whatever. Didn't come back down until about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Everybody else is just packed there. You know, everybody's full. So I'm sitting down, talking to a few people beside me, as I like to do.
Yeah.
You know, and before long, someone came over and said, "Hey, where you from?" You know, I said they had Georgia all over their tents. Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah.
You know, there we go.
Oh
Bulldogs.
boy, here we go. They got that stupid cowbell, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have it all. So they come over and start talking to me and say, well, I'm from a little town called Hickory. You probably don't know where that is. It's near Charlotte. Oh, we know about Hickory.
Uh-huh.
My favorite comedian, big dude, muscular dude. He's standing there. My favorite
My favorite comedians
is
from
John
Hickory.
Reeps from Hickory. So I was like, who? He said,
Right.
John Reep, he's from Hickory. Do you know him? I said, can you pull a picture of him up? So he pulls his phone out, and
That's hilarious.
by now there's about 12 adults and who are partaking in adult beverages.
Sure.
You know.
As one does on the 4th of July
Exactly,
in Fort Lauderdale.
celebrating America.
America.
So they're all coming over now and talking to me, and a couple of them, especially his wife, came over, a very attractive female, and said, "Oh yeah, my favorite comedian is John Reep, and I think he's so attractive too."
Now you're full of
Now I'm
you are
a little
full of it
upset
now.
about it
Well,
now.
first of all, I don't believe a word out of your mouth anymore. There's no way that she
that's
said
what
that.
she said. It's exactly what she said. He's
Maybe
so
he's
funny
born with
and
it.
he's cute.
Maybe it's Hickory.
funny.
But really, she said that?
Funny. I can deal with the funny part.
Yeah. You don't
I
like
can
it.
deal with the funny part.
No.
But when they start talking about John Reed being cute,
Yeah.
now I got to
it's
step
like,
in.
What's
Serious problem.
Yeah. What's her angle?
What's her angle?
What does she want?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now she doesn't know that I know you.
Well, yeah, that's what kills me.
Okay, so they just start having this conversation. So he shows me the picture on YouTube, and he's like, "You don't know the Hemi guy." I'm like,
Right, here we go.
and so we keep on, and finally I just say, "Well, let's call him. He's got to be in the phone book from Hickory." So
That's funny.
they say, "Well, whatever, you know how, whatever." So I decide I pull my phone out and call you, and in my mind I'm thinking, "Answer the damn phone, John."
Well,
It's
it's,
a damn
not
phone.
just a regular phone call. It was a FaceTime.
Well, the first one I called you. 'cause
What? Okay.
I called you first because I was like,
Let me set it up.
I was going to set it up. I was going to say, "Hey, I'm getting ready to call you." I kind of thought you might have been on the lake or something, so I was like,
Yeah.
you probably won't answer.
Yeah. I was in the water. I heard the phone ring.
Yeah.
I was in the water. I had my Bluetooth hooked up to the speaker. We're listening to music. Then the phone call happened.
Do I
I'm
have
thinking,
a special ringtone?
Yeah. Of course.
No wonder you jumped out of the pool that
Yeah.
fast.
It's I am too sexy for my shirt.
Yes. So you didn't answer. But then I laid my phone back down and had my Bluetooth speaker, and they were just still standing there asking me about North Carolina and all these
Yeah.
things. Well, then you FaceTime me.
Yeah.
So you popped up, and the girl, his wife was said,
Yeah.
John Reep is FaceTiming you. Who?
Who? How do you get my number?
I know.
This guy.
So I picked it up, and then,
Yeah.
obviously.
But we were talking, and you're like, "Hey, I'm in Florida. I met these people. They say you're your favorite, blah blah blah." And I'm wearing this stupid.
Oh, it was wonderful because you had this great hat on.
Yeah, I was wearing the.
Looked like you were probably sitting, in Boca Raton or something, but you were by your pool.
Boca Raton. Yeah, I have it's a huge straw like Asian hat that covers up. Listen, the son and I don't get along,
Mm-hmm.
so if it covers more stuff, it's my favorite hat.
Thought it was a UFO at first.
But you can see me, like,
Yeah,
'cause
I
the
could
sun
see
wasn't
you.
glaring.
Yeah,
It was good
perfect.
shading.
It was good shading.
And then they're like, we talked for a minute, and then we're about to wrap it up. I had people at the pool. We were having hot dogs. We were in the pool, And I said, all right, man. And I could hear the girl. She goes, but wait a minute. Wait. I need to hear you say something real quick.
And I was like,
and I'm
oh
like,
my God, please no.
But I heard him go like, I don't know if you heard me. I don't know if you knew that I could hear you because you were like behind her and it was loud. And you're like, oh, don't do that. He hates he's not going to, he'll probably just hang up like that.
Yeah.
And she goes, what? No, and like that. And she goes, just tell me where you're from. And I thought she was going to do the Hemi thing, which I was like relieved she didn't because that does get annoying. And by the way, thank you. I love it. God bless Dodge. But it gets old after a while, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
So thank God she didn't go there. But then she said, no, where are you from? And I knew she wanted Hickory like that.
Yeah.
So I said, Hickory.
Yes. And you smiled and
I
hung
just
up.
like, goodbye. And just hung up. So that was fun. I don't know how we got off on that tangent. What were we talking about? We were talking about that picture.
Neat pictures. You got to.
All right, so we're done with that. We got the winners out of the way. The real tan. We should talk about the tan. So I told you I got this because I want to get a massage for my mother.
Yes.
You know, she's been dealing with my dad, Popsicle. I'll give you an update on Popsicle after this, but I thought I should show you the video that I did for them to be fun and goofy. Let's just watch this in case you didn't see this. Here we go. This is for...
Hey, I'm John Reap, and I don't know if you know this, but I'm a ginger. And I'm tired of people telling me gingers can't tan. We can tan. You just got to spray it on, that's all. If you come to Grafe and Blau Spa...
Look at those
you can-
abs.
Wow, that
Look
is.
good.
Oh, I didn't see the bottom part.
Look at this. It's
I got
the
you.
beach and the gym all in one.
Look at this, dude. There you go. And for that, I get a free massage. You're welcome, Betty Reap. That's how much I love you, Mommy. Look at that.
I hope Betty
Now,
Reed's not seeing
those aren't
that.
my bikini briefs.
Whose
by the
are
way.
those?
The lady who owns the place. That's her husband's. Yeah, they're like speedos.
Yes.
Yeah. So that got me a free massage. Look how good she did, though. I mean, look at this. Have you seen the 300? This is Sparta.
Yes.
That's kind of like that.
Looks like you're gonna kick somebody down in a pit.
Like all of this, even up here, that's all shading.
I thought, man,
All of that is
yes.
shading. This here, all of that under the thing.
Dude, I'm glad you.
I don't look like that.
I'm glad you told me this because when I saw this, I thought, man, I guess I'm about to go work out.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't have to work out at all.
Thank goodness, go get us.
Just go to Grafe and Blau Spa. It's a day at the beach and the gym all in one.
Wow.
Saves you time and skin cancer.
Yes.
So they hooked me up. I let them use my body as a canvas
Yes.
in order to get the massage. And I'm going to go back Saturday with Mom, and we're it's not going to be a couples massage. I'm getting one separately. It's a mani-pedi too. I'm getting a pedicure. I've told you I'm a Metro Jethro. Metro, very Metro that day. So my mom has been dealing with my dad, who is, if you want a Popsicle update, he's still paralyzed on his left side, still in a skilled nursing facility. He's doing a little bit better with like getting up out of the bed and getting in a wheelchair and doing other things instead of just laying there. But he suffered some brain damage, and he's always funny. He always just said whatever he thought, but now he really says
Wow.
everything he thinks. There's no filter for real anymore. And sometimes it's hilarious, and sometimes it's mean. And so my mom, you always hurt the ones you're with the most, right?
Yeah.
So she's taking it all the time. So I just thought, let's get her a pamper day, and I did that for her. So while I was visiting him, though, he pulled a classic David Reap move. Me and my mom were there last Sunday. But it's basically become the Sunday thing, is go up there, visit with Dad, try to get him out of the room. We're trying to get him to go to church sometimes because he loves his Sunday school class friends and all that stuff. So we're trying to get him up out of the bed. Anyway, this Sunday he wasn't having it. He was on some good pain meds. He was very comfortably numb. He was a Pink Floyd song. And me and Mom just go there, and we sit there and we play Words with Friends. We play all kinds of games on the phone. So I'm sitting here playing a game with my mother. She doesn't even know I'm recording this because it's her turn. So she's thinking of what she's going to do. I just start rolling on Dad because he pulls a classic David Reap where he's snoring with his eyes open.
Oh.
Look at this. His eyes are open. He is asleep, and he's snoring and he gets stuck. And he
Right.
wakes himself up. So this is great. Go ahead and let's watch Popsicle. There should be sound. Oh, yeah, hang on. He's stuck. He can't hear anything until he wakes himself up. Mom, not phased. She's like, well, my bracelet's off. Yeah, that was my visit with old Popsicle.
Wow.
And I do that. I catch myself doing that now. When I sleep in a recliner, my jaw will just kind of drop back, and I'll. You do that move, and you go, you wake yourself up. He didn't even really wake himself up there, but it's explosive. And if you're not paying attention and you're not used to him doing that, and you're just in the room doing something, you forget that he's sitting there, and you just hear, it scares the hell out of you. So that was classic David Reap. But look, he's fine. I mean, he's not fine. He's alive. We're hoping for the best. Thank you for everybody who's been, with the well wishes and the prayers and the comments and the kind thoughts, and people still bringing. Diet caffeine-free Sundrop by the house. Cammie Hepler, thank you. She just dropped some off the other day. She's like, I got a gift for your mom. Because my mom loves a certain type of Sundrop, not available in Hickory. So to get it, we have to go to Lincolnton.
Yep.
Or people from Lincolnton bring it to us, and that's what's been happening ever since I posted it. So thank you for that. Let's move on, right? How are we doing? Everybody good?
Perfect.
Moose, are you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Sebastian?
I'm having an awesome time.
Okay.
I think Moose is checking his fantasy league though over here.
Yeah,
How we doing?
I haven't even drafted yet, and that's still already bad.
Me and you went out the other day to Kickbacks, and me and Sean will sit down, have some adult beverages and some chicken wings, and our mind just wanders. I mean, we both have these creative, crazy minds, and the topics can go from it can go all over the map.
It does. It's bad.
It's like fireworks inside of our head sometimes. Well, one thing that I thought of, I don't know if I brought this up to you. I don't like it when I'm watching a movie that takes place in the South, and they obviously cast people who are not from the South, and they're doing this horrible Southern accent of like foghorn leghorn, I say, I want some sweet tea, y'all. Like we don't all talk like
Yeah.
that. So it bugs me when that happens. And I started thinking, there was a scene in Forrest Gump. Okay, Forrest Gump is set in Alabama, right? Greenbow, Alabama.
Yep.
So everyone has Southern accents, and there's some good ones in there. But there's this one scene where Forrest Gump as a kid gets on the bus, and you know how everyone's like, can't sit here, seats taken. All these kids have these thick Southern accent, but there's this one kid who I'm like, no, that is, it puzzles me. I want you to watch it, listen for it, and I want your thoughts, okay? Alan, can we show this scene from Forrest Gump real quick?
Mama said not to be taking rides from strangers.
This is a bus to school.
I'm Forrest Gump.
He's okay. This kid's good. Taking
Dorothy
rides from
Harris.
strangers.
Well, now we ain't strangers anymore.
So he gets on the bus.
Cigarette.
Yeah, that's classic. Listen to the kids as he walks past.
Slate's taken.
Sights taken. That's not bad. That's thick as hell. Though.
Yeah.
Taken.
Taken. Now listen.
Can't sit here.
All right, pause.
Oh, what is that?
That's a Kennedy. You can pause it there.
You're not even low.
That's a dang Kennedy. Can't sit here. But that's Boston.
Hit it wicked hard, no ma.
Yeah, we hard. You can't sit here. That's
Look
not.
at,
That
look,
is
he's got
not
an Elvis
Southern.
slip going on too when he does it.
So they got some kid. They must have liked him in other things that he's done.
Yeah.
I like to. We should find out who this kid is
Yes,
and find out
we
where he's
should.
actually from. Because I guarantee you, that kid is not from the South anywhere. And that was his version of Alabama's accent. Let's watch it again. Listen to this dude's accent. Tell me it doesn't sound like a Kennedy. When you hear this kid talk, I want you to think of a Kennedy.
Slate's taken.
That's pretty good.
Taken.
She's a bitch. Now
Look, is that Dome?
I was just gonna say.
Can't sit here.
Tell me that ain't a Kennedy. Can't fit here.
What is that?
Might be Bobby Kennedy right there.
Yeah.
Or John.
Maybe it's a young, right. Maybe it's the one that got in trouble.
Ted.
Ted Kennedy. Wow. Maybe
Chappaquiddick.
this was a little cameo he did, yeah. He looks like a Dane Kennedy
Yep.
too, don't he? So that always bugged me. So I thought I'd share that with you. So don't do that, Hollywood. All right, listen, if you're going to do a movie based in the South, there's a lot of people who can actually do real Southern accents. Mine happens to be authentic Hickory. You really don't have a
Do
thick
you?
one.
Everywhere I go, I hear
That you have
I
one?
have a Southern accent, but then I try to correct it.
Right. Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
In order just to move on with your life and your day,
Yeah.
you will try to speak in such a way that doesn't cause attention to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
They'll
I've
say-
done that over time as well.
Especially in Florida, they'll say, well, "Where are you from?"
Right.
You sound like you're from the South. I mean, we're in Florida.
Yeah, it don't get much southern than Florida.
Can't get much southern.
Look at the
Cuban.
map.
I mean, you're in Cuban after Florida, right?
Right. So, but that's not what we actually were talking about the other day. And I know that you thought I was going to this Duffy Moon character, and we're going to do that right now. Did you hear
I
that?
don't know where you're going. To be honest
I know,
with you,
my brain.
I have no
It happens all
clue.
the time. We were sitting down. I don't know how we got on the subject of this, but we were talking about the things that we watched as a kid, after school specials,
Yeah.
PBS, The Electric Company.
Yep.
Now, Moose, you're probably too young for The Electric
I
Company.
remember the electric company.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do?
Barely. Like, it's like, I have to, like, really try to remember.
Back in the day when you only had about 4 channels at all, you just had to watch whatever they were showing before the internet, all that stuff. So the Electric Company, for whatever reason you brought that up, we started thinking of like some of the shows that they had back then. Or I don't know if it was Electric Company or After School Special, but you said, you remember Duffy Moon? I was like, no. Duffy Moon, was he the drummer for Guns N' Roses? You're like, no. I'm like, who?
Original Duffy Moon.
Yeah, who is Duffy Moon? And then you showed me, and you talked about it. And Alan, can we show the Duffy Moon clip? This is what we looked up. I wonder if this is going to ring a bell for people who are our age and remember this child actor.
Give us.
This is I think this is from an After School Special. Let's check out some vintage Duffy Moon. And for whatever reason, he did a move. I think that's what we were coming.
We were
up
talking about the move.
The move
This
that
is
he did.
before bullying. Well, this is bullying.
with. Well, did we lose connection? We got a man down. Huh? Okay. It was the last one I emailed. It was a last minute thing, so that's okay. So we'll come back. Whenever you have it, just pop it up there, and we'll. In the meantime, check out that Go-Go Squeeze or johnreap.com. Oh, you want to do that? Hey, Alan, since you're here, we could go straight to this one if you want. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever's
Oh.
easier. Do you even know what that is, dude?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
we
man.
should have a moment of silence for that.
R.I.P.
All right, so don't play this yet, but you can have it ready. We'll just skip Duffy Moon, and while we're talking about this one, maybe we can have Duffy Moon later on in the show. Not a big deal. This is more exciting anyway. We had a thought. Okay, forget Duffy Moon. All right, sorry, Duffy, if you're watching this, my apologies. We ran out of time for you. Maybe on the next episode of the Fried Pod, we'll go back to Duffy Moon. But when we were talking at Kickbacks, we were like, you know what I really miss was yesterdays. There was a place in Hickory. It's no longer there, as you can see. It's they tore it down. There was a place called Yesterdays, the Pleasure Dome. They called
The
it.
Pleasure Dome.
That was one of their slogans. It wasn't even a dome. It
was their tagline,
It
I
wasn't even shaped in a dome. It wasn't a dome. Anyway, they called it the Pleasure Dome. Like, I think it was because that's when Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome came out, and they thought, like, oh, we like the way that sounds. We'll be the Pleasure Dome. Anyway, so it was called Yesterday's the Pleasure Dome. And when you walked in there, it was you walked through this, like, it was very disco-y, wasn't it? They had,
Yes.
like, the dance floor. Do you remember the dance floor?
Yeah, it was kind of.
It was like a disco floor. It
had
lit
disco,
up.
Yeah, lit up all the lights. They had the lights on the
They had
top.
neon lights everywhere. I mean, Tuesday nights was teen night. I went there as a teen. I went. On the weekends, you would go, and this was like we're talking late '80s, early '90s. You know, is when I would go sneak in. I mean, they had teen night on Tuesday, but then I think one night they had 18 and up, and other nights it was 21 and up. But we were sneaking in that place, climbing over the fence.
Yep, for
You
the
know?
wet T-shirt contest.
They had wet T-shirt contests. They had like
Chippendale
Chippendale
showed up
shows.
and I know now, all these years, I didn't know what they did. I thought they worked out, but they had that spray tan.
they did. They went to Grafenblau Spa. That's right.
Yep.
Would you like to be a sponsor of the Fried Pod? Yeah, probably did.
We
They
did.
probably did something like
We
that.
thought they
They
would
were
be.
very lubed up.
Yes, they were.
They had some sort of lube oil on their skin. And honestly, the first time I saw a naked girl out in public in the where everyone
the
else could
wild?
see her, you know,
In the wild?
yeah, like in real life.
Yeah.
It was at Yesterday's when they had like the female burlesque shows come in there. Yeah, so Yesterday's was kind of everything, you know, and it's no longer there. But we have so many good memories of Yesterday's. There were so many good times there. I got kicked out of there, got in fights,
Yes.
snuck in. Me and Marty Coulter got dragged out of there in a double headlock from the bouncer. He was so big, he had me like that and Marty like this, and just walked us out. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was gonna die that day. But it's no longer there. But we were thinking, like, because I've been going to the Silver Bullet a lot. Who could possibly be a sponsor on the Fried Pod? Wayno's Silver Bullet, the only place on 127 you can brown bag. Now they have karaoke. Anyway, that's a free one. From now on, it's going to cost you. That place has turned into like the new Yesterday's in a way because they have a DJ. They play music that you like to dance to, but then every fifth song, they'll play a slow song.
Yes.
And you can
Prom
actually
dance song.
slow dance with your date. Or a girl. You meet a girl, say, would you like to dance?
Or a girl grabs you
Boom.
and you can't get away.
Those days are gone. There is no club that I know of that does that anymore. And I miss those days. So we thought what a great idea would be is if maybe we rented out a place, or if we had Wayno's have a throwback Thursday night and do a fake campaign. You know how like the IHOP changed it to IHOB, International House of Burgers, as a joke, just to get people riled up and get it talking. Anyway, Wayno's should do that. We're changing the name to Yesterday's. Just for one night.
Just for one day.
Just for one
That's
night.
a great slogan, too. Yesterday's just for one day.
Night. Just for one. Yeah. And you do it on a Thursday night, so it's like Throwback Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
You play music from the 80s, 90s. Everyone's got to dress up. Hey, Alan, go ahead and play. I found this clip on YouTube.
I've seen this clip.
Have you? There are people in it that you know.
I know.
Are you in it?
Nope. I was hoping you was in it.
So that's what they did to it. They tore it down. It's now, that's what it used to look like. There's Yesterday's.
What is it now? A Salsaritas?
And Panera Bread.
It's Panera Bread.
Damn.
It's all,
Salsaritas there,
it's
too,
it's all kinds of stuff. It's like a shopping mall type center. Oh, I don't know why we're
great
looking at
video
this.
there,
Oh,
Lights
that's
Out.
right. Lights Out Video Production. That's who did it. That's who made this video. I was wondering why that's in here. Oh, I like the build up already in this video.
I'm nervous now.
Lights Out Videos presents
AT&T.
AT&T. A video 32. They're in association with. Got it.
Look at
here
the
we
light.
go.
There's the lights.
Yesterday's
Yes.
memories. The Pleasure Dome.
Dome.
Here we go. Off and running. So now, Wayno's, if you're listening to me, one night, everyone dresses like this. The scenes you're about to see, long build up. They're gonna work for them. Oh,
Look at there.
come on! This
Look
is
at that.
obviously
Look at that
Halloween.
friend's jacket.
Yes.
Is that Lonnie Anderson?
Is that
Lord.
Lonnie Anderson? Is that Burt Reynolds behind her? Look at this. Could you brown bag?
Yeah,
evidently.
You
I
could.
guess you could. On some
Look at
certain
that's
nights.
some good mullet.
Oh yeah.
Like where's that
You
bartender
look
at?
good to me. I like that top. That's probably good for mosquitoes. Look at this guy.
Oh,
Is he letting one out?
yeah.
He was getting molested back there by that girl.
That's Kid Stamey. That's
That
Kid
is.
Stamey.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know these
look
people.
at this cheetah girl here.
So anyway, now this is obviously like a Halloween night that they had at yesterday's. I don't want to, or a Hawaiian night. I think that's Diane Watts. I don't want to do a Halloween or
Yeah.
a theme. I want it to be 80s be the theme or 90s. Yeah, I want people to dress like that. You know, like what you did when you were there.
Look,
Look
at those
Oh,
jeans.
Look at
those
them
pants,
asses.
dude.
That belt's pretty solid too.
Nice.
I know I went to church with these people.
Ooh.
That's Butch and Kathy Yuntz. Well, that's the guy. That's Larry Bird on the left. Tell me that ain't Larry Bird. Now look at that mean mustache. Hair.
That is
So I
solid.
want the Silver Bullet, or maybe we rent out a place, dude. We find like a huge
Where?
built of a Bilo that's no longer there.
Yes.
In Viewmont. What's that one across from Planet Fitness? Oh, I know her. I went out with her one time. She's hot, dude. Don't know who these guys are.
That's Mark Thomas.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This must have been like the swimsuit competition.
This is probably the
night or
page
something.
3 focus girl.
That you feel the same. I love this song. Here we go. So,
Oh, hey, girl, hey.
listen to me, Hickory. If you have an old building with nothing going on in there, and I think if we get enough lead time,
We put it together.
we can put together a yesterday's night.
Chippendale guy.
Maybe we'll get some Chippendale dudes. We'll get some ladies. Now, obviously, this is a Halloween,
That's a Halloween
thing. I don't
thing,
want the
yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
I want you to dress like 80s, 90s. Pleated pants, acid wash jeans, braided belts, deck shoes,
Shirt tucked in.
shirts tucked in, sleeves rolled up. All right?
18 inches.
No hats.
18 inches extra on your belt.
18, that's right. You gotta have the flap. Look at these ladies. Oh, ladies, I want you to have your hair like that. I want you to style your hair from that. There's me. That's me without. That's just me. Just kidding. It's not me. I don't know who these people are. But this little nugget of time, we'll just reenact this.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yep.
As the Ultimate Warrior, we're gonna like play this music. We're gonna get a DJ. We're gonna get the guy who goes, "How about a Hickory? Hell yeah!" I think it was Miami Steve or Miami Dave was his
Yep.
name. We're gonna play Clarence Carter. We're gonna play that.
Yep.
I'll be stroking. We're gonna play stroking. We're gonna play slow songs. Every fifth or sixth song be a slow song.
Yes.
And we're gonna do yesterday's. Maybe we do that too. Yeah. I should look up these girls now, see what they're doing. See what they're at. They're probably on Facebook.
What's going on there?
I don't know what's going on here. That looks like a bottle of honey.
They're having a contest, but they did a lot of contests. They did.
Yeah, they did all kinds
hot
of
dog,
crazy
everything you
contests.
could think of. It was a lot of fun. Yep, he's
loving it.
He's struggling.
Oh, I think he got a little sick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Somebody's got a building somewhere.
Yes. If it ain't Wayno's, I would love for you to get on board and do this. Rodney might do it. Rodney's got a good business sense to him. But if they don't do it, I know there are empty buildings in Hickory that if we took the time to really look like, research who owns it, we rent it out and we just charge a huge cover.
I think we could do this.
Yeah, go.
I don't think it's going to be that hard to do that either.
Right.
Just yesterday's throwback night.
Yeah.
And just
Do you remember the entrance when you walked in? It was shaped like a star.
The star.
You had to
could,
walk through the star.
before the days of the phone. Remember, just think about how many great pictures would be with the star.
Yeah.
If we had the phones back then.
Man, I might be in this video. So if we let it play long enough, I might end up on this thing. Alan, did you turn the sound off because we don't know if we have copyright stuff? Or yeah, okay, cool. So there's the star. That's
Yep,
the star
that's
you
it.
walk through right there.
We could recreate that.
Yeah, we'll just get like a cardboard thing. Well, we got to bring her. Find
She
out where
coming?
I don't know who that is, but man, what a good time. Do you have any? Did you? You're too young for you.
no, I was definitely here during yesterday's. In fact, when was yesterday's torn down?
That's a good question.
I mean, within 15 years, probably.
Yeah.
I was at Little Ryan whenever yesterday was open.
It was the place to go if you wanted to dance.
Yeah.
And it held a lot of people. Had a big parking lot. It was a lot of fun. So
Right.
somebody get on that. We want to do a yesterdays.
You have to get a fake ID to get in the teen night.
Yeah. What do you? I see you doing stuff over there, Kayla. What?
I'm excited.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to say something.
You're an
Okay.
hour in.
I'm an hour in. Okay. Good. We're making good time. This is great. Are you having a good time out there? Don't forget to subscribe. There's a button down there. Subscribe to this so you don't miss the next one. And also, there's a little notification bell. Don't forget to hit that bell. And then that way you'll know when the next one comes out. It's every Friday. It's called the Fried Pod for a reason. All right, Alan, is it possible to do Duffy Moon, or are we done with Duffy? We're done with Duffy. Okay, we're going to save Duffy. This is going to be a teaser for the next Fried Pod. Don't go Googling Duffy Moon. I don't want you ruining it. You're going to have to wait a week. And then next week we'll talk about Duffy Moon. Are we at an hour?
Yeah, we're at an hour and 10, yeah.
Oh, hour and 10. Guys, this has flown by. We didn't even talk about Morris Jenkins, the air conditioning guy.
That's next time.
That'll be the next time. We're gonna do a deep dive into Morris Jenkins. That's not one dude. Those are two last names come together. We're gonna get into it. And Bobby, the guy that was the actor who got kind of famous from that commercial. We're gonna talk about that. We're also going to talk about a new karaoke thing that I'm going to do. You know I love karaoke.
I know you do.
We go to
yes.
Iron Thunder. We do karaoke. I do karaoke. You just watch.
I cheer you on.
You cheer me on. You know my go-to song.
Yes.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yes.
But I think I have a new one.
Ooh.
Chris Stapleton, Tennessee Whiskey. But I'm going to sing it with a lisp.
Wow. I like
You're as sweet as Tennessee whiskey. You're as strong as strawberry wine. I'm going to sing it like that and not mention it and see if anybody notices, well, he's good, but he's got like a thing. So, and yesterday's. Okay, let's talk about tour dates. I'm going to be in Raleigh. Just added this to the tour date schedule. All this can be found at johnreep.com. JONREEP.com. I'll be at Good Nights Comedy Club in Raleigh, North Carolina. Just added December 27, 28, 29th.
Christmas.
Yeah, right after Christmas.
That's a Christmas gift.
You get that Christmas bonus. You come send it. You spend it on me. Get you a good gift. Me, I'm the gift, and then you can buy a hat as well. But before that, my next gig will be in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Carolina Comedy Club, August the 26th through September 1st. I'm gonna be there a week straight.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got new ownership. They've redone the whole club, and the guy who bought it is an aspiring comedian. So, but he happens to have a lot of money too. So he wants to do comedy. He's got a lot of money to burn. He goes, well, I'll just buy my own comedy club, and I'll go up as much as I want. So he's actually made the place really cool, and I can't wait to go back there. So anyway, that's going to be Carolina Comedy Club, August 26th through September 1st. September 27th, McGlowan Theater in Charlotte. Also, got this cruise ship coming up. All this stuff can be found at johnreep.com. Alan, can we show them what johnreep.com looks like? So I know none of you go to my website. Like, I know this. But if you were to go there, you would learn a lot of things. Number one, this little scrolling banner. Yeah, I'm on Netflix. People say, oh, how come you're not on Netflix? I am on Netflix. You just didn't look hard enough. That's me with Brad Paisley right there. That's just me. Without a tan. That's just. And there's the album Ginger Pain, available on all that stuff: SoundCloud, Apple, Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, Pandora. It's on YouTube as well. Ginger Pain. It's on this very channel you're watching. It's just a comedy album. There's the cruise ship. You want to go cruise with me? You can do that. We're going to Nassau, Coco Cay. It's John Reeves. Come laugh your nass off. I'll be doing karaoke. I'll be doing stand-up comedy and a live video podcast like this from the boat. Come. There's information. If you click on Learn More, it'll take you there. All about that. There's a thing called Cameo as well. If you want a personalized message from me, go look up Cameo, and I can do that for you. It's a new thing that they're doing. Have you heard of Cameo?
Oh, I like it, though. No.
Yeah. You think of a celebrity. Just think of one. Who would you like to send you a personal message saying, Sean, I love you. I can't wait to see you. They'll say whatever you type, as long as it's not like, racist or something horrible. You know, they'll say whatever.
Anybody.
Yeah, well, they're on Cameo. If you go to cameo.com, there are celebrities on there that you can just get. You can pay them to say whatever you want.
Is 1998 Pamela Anderson on there? Because I've been wanting
Moose,
her to, I've been wanting her to say
go
a
to
few things to me.
cameo.com.
That's where we're going.
No,
See
not
if-
2019
see
Pamela.
what
I'm
celebrities
talking
are on
about
there.
1998.
Oh yeah,
I'm guessing
I see.
stables
Yeah, that's
full.
gonna be a tall order. We're gonna have to go back. We're gonna have to get a DeLorean with a flux capacitor.
We'll get it. We'll
for
get
that
it.
one. Also, I have a comedy special coming out. A new stand-up comedy special, Ginger Beard Man. Okay, that's gonna come out August the 20th. Ginger beard. First 90 days, it's going to be TV on demand platforms. We're talking places you can buy or rent it. It's going to be on iTunes, Amazon, Google, Xbox, Vimeo, cable platforms like DirecTV,
Thank
Bam,
you, Bam.
Charter, Comcast, Cox, Dish, but mostly DirecTV.
We actually sell all of those.
Oh,
John.
but,
Thank
never
you,
mind
guys.
then.
We'll
why
get you on all.
don't you
Thank
give a plug? Tell us what are we wearing here today? What is this?
We're in our Service Hub gear. We sell DirecTV. We sell everything. People ask me, what do you provide? We provide everything from AT&T, DirecTV,
Mm-hmm.
Dish, Comcast.
There you go.
We are not married to anybody,
How
John.
can people find out about you on the interwebs?
ServiceHub.com. That's with two B's. Remember
ServiceHub.com.
two B's.
It's like just says on your hat.
Just like it says on my hat, two B's.
And then what will you do? You'll hook them up with cable,
We'll fix them
satellite.
up. We'll make sure they have
Anything.
TV. We'll make sure they're getting John Reap
There you go.
podcast.
He'll make sure that you are able to watch my special August the 20th.
on any platform.
On any of those platforms. Now, that's the first 90 days. The second 90 days, it's going to be on Amazon Prime.
Oh.
And then the third 90 days, it's going to be on places like Pluto TV, Tubi TV,
Yep.
Roku, Popcorn Flicks, a bunch more.
It's a lot.
But my point is, y'all about to get sick of me because they're going to promote the crap out of this. I'm just doing it now to get you ready for the onslaught of the media blitz that's about to happen with this company that bought the damn thing. So that's it. Am I forgetting anything, man? That's jam-packed.
Man,
It
jammed.
flew by.
Ah, that's a fast hour.
I feel bad for Duffy Moon.
Well,
But we'll
get
get to it
Duffy.
next
We'll
time.
use Duffy next time. Next time we have
Here's
Duffy.
Got nothing but time.
Here's a sneak peek for you guys. I'm going to give you a Duffy Moon pose right now. Ready? That's all you need. Right?
Right, that's it.
That's dead on Duffy.
It's dead on Duffy.
Well, I think we're done here. Moose, anything you want to say?
I appreciate you having us back on, man. That was great.
Yeah, well, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share. All right? Well, that's it. I'm going to say goodbye now. For Sean, for Moose, for Kayla, for Alan Jackson. My name is John Reap. Happy Friday, everybody!